divorced, 4 kids, 2 mortgages, and a soul-draining corporate job. I was shackled to my golden cage. I had nowhere to go, no air to breathe. I felt like a prisoner. I felt like I'd have to stay on this path for decades because I was the provider for my family. This full weight of financial and family responsibilities. I felt like I was going to be on this path because it was the sensible thing to do. That was a very scary thought, to think that nothing would change and that my internal battles would only get worse. Then everything changed. In this episode, I'll describe exactly how I stepped out of that cage and I learned to soar. Here we go. Welcome to Uncage Yourself. I'm Matt Doan. On this show, we explore strategies to help family-focused professionals smartly graduate corporate life and build entrepreneurial freedom. Our goal? Maximize freedom, income, and impact. See MatthewDoan.com for more. Now, let's dive in. Hear me out. I've got one of those life-changing messages for you in this episode. A few years back, let me paint the picture on what life looked like for me. I was recently divorced on my own, figuring out my life again, getting my health back. Then I got remarried. All the while, 4 kids running wild, wide age range. You know, that sort of chaos, maybe. I had 2 mortgages crushing my shoulders. Like I just had to keep paying them. That was a lot. I had a lot of responsibilities coming from one marriage into another marriage. And of course, child support payments that just made my wallet weep. It was a very difficult situation. And that meant, in most cases, right, that I should keep my corporate paycheck and the benefits because that was the safe bet, right? The idea of becoming an entrepreneur, even though that was a spark in my soul, I couldn't contemplate that, right? I had no business even dreaming about that sort of path. It was crazy talk, right? But the reality was every voice inside and outside of me was screaming, play it safe, my man. Be sensible. Do right by your family. Keep your head down and stay secure. Now, on paper, it all made sense. But you know what? Following that advice for the safe life was slowly killing my soul. I wouldn't continue on this path. Then this other voice inside of me started to grow louder. It said, this is not how you should live. You are meant for so much more. And you need to live a life that inspires others. This voice would not shut up. And the more I hung around entrepreneurs building these purpose-driven, freedom-enabling businesses, I was like, my mind is blown. This is crazy. I didn't know this was even possible. I just couldn't ignore the pull. I needed to be in that space, living that life. As far-fetched as it seemed, with all of my responsibilities, all my life complexity, I knew I had to go there. My heart, my mind would not let go of it. It was like a magnet pulling me. So here's what I did. I invested in mentors. I went very big, time, money, energy. And that was a game-changing thing, to be around people who have been there, who have guided others to really accelerate this journey from corporate into entrepreneurship. And I finally, number 2, started listening to my gut and taking real action, got off the sidelines, got on the field, and started getting punched and taking hits and growing muscle and doing the things necessary to build this new life. And trust me, it takes a lot of work. I will not lie. But step by step, I was able to put my corporate job on autopilot. Didn't make it my entire existence, my identity anymore. I detached from it emotionally, put it in a box, turned it into a tool, reclaimed my precious time and energy. I also went deep inside and I figured out what actually lights me up, what I'm great at, what my interests are, who in this world I feel compelled to help. That was messy. It took a while. I'm not going to lie, but it was so wonderful to get to the other side of that. Now I'm talking to you. I reached that side and I'm meant to be speaking and helping you. Hey, are you ready to finally graduate corporate life and build entrepreneurial freedom? Check out corporategraduation.com for my insider guide on smartly ramping down corporate and building a unique online business, all while creating a thriving family life. It's a short training video that could forever change how you experience work and life. Head to corporategraduation.com or see the link in the show notes. Now, back to the show. And on top of all this, mechanically, we built an online business that brings me tears of gratitude each week for the service I'm able to provide, for the lives I'm able to change, for what this, of course, does for my own family. I swear, this just makes me come to tears every week that I can't believe this is my new life since graduating corporate, fully being out since March of 2022. It's been a while and we're still here. And this is fucking amazing. Now, it wasn't a leap. Everyone says, take the leap. That's stupid. I think looking back, I wanted language that better spoke to the real transition for someone like us, right? Someone who's got a lot going on. It was a graduation, a process, just like getting out of college or university. There's a time period by which you go through, do some work, and then you exit, you take your diploma and you leave, right? It's careful, it's methodical, it's sometimes painfully indecisive, like switching majors, that sort of thing. But I kept pushing. Fast forward to today. Now I feel on fire every day. I still have nerves. I still get scared. I still feel doubtful. And on top of that, I feel on fire like 90% of the time. And get this, my family has caught that same flame. Cecilia, my wife, has joined the business. She is kicking ass as director of client success and our lead mindset coach. She is using her genius. And it's amazing to see how she's transforming lives now too, that we found a spot. Even my high school daughters are asking to jump in. So this energy, it's infected our entire household in the best way possible. And you know what? Being brutally honest, because you're thinking it right now, last month, at the time of this recording at least, our business earnings made my old corporate salary look utterly laughable. We made an insane amount of money. And it feels so good that we can breathe and do great things for our family. Like there's a previous episode I did where I talked about bringing my kids to Greece for the summer. Like, what the hell? Didn't think that was possible. And that we get to reinvest in the business, help more people at scale, spread this movement like wildfire. I'm not saying all this to brag, but I'm doing it because I'm in awe and I'm grateful. And I also want you to know how fast things can change, how much things can change, that someone like you, like me, who had a lot going on and had no reason to break free of the default path, I want you to see what's possible when you follow your purpose, when you have the right mentorship and structure and community and accountability, that something magical is possible in a hurry. And I wanted you to feel that, hear that from me in the money I'm making, of course, the impact we're creating, the time that we've created, the love and energy in our household. We have a blended family. It's complex and it's way better than it's ever been. I am so proud of how our household feels. There used to be a lot of anxiety, a lot of tension, stress. That's rarely there anymore. There's a few hiccups every now and then. Everyone has that in a family, right? But it is the best it has ever felt. And I'm so proud of how far we've come. But I want to go back to you because I'm not special. You're like me, probably. I'm just a regular person who decided enough was enough. I needed to create this new life for my family, for the people I meant to serve, and to follow my heart. And I have zero doubt that you can do this too. Now, if this is interesting, you should book a dream scan chat with us, please. Like, just go see what's possible. Head on over to corporategraduation.com. It's a little training video that gives you a little bit more context. But if what I'm talking about is intriguing you and you want to see, could this be possible for me? Like, let's just do a little discovery, 20 minutes, see what you can do. Head over to corporategraduation.com. Now, let me ask you where you are. You might feel nerves. You might feel these walls in front of you, these fears, uncertainties, and doubts. But what's truly holding you back? What it is for everyone, is that there's a voice lying to you in your head. Remember, I had tons of reasons not to do this. Lots of complexities, responsibilities, the full weight of the world on my shoulders, right? You probably do too. But here's that truth. That voice inside of your head saying, can't do it, not for you. You know what that voice is? That voice is full of shit. You've got to do this. It won't be easy. It will be very hard. I will not sugarcoat that, but it will be worth it because everything that is truly worthwhile in life, big mountains to climb, it hurts. It's not easy to climb a mountain. Trust me on that. But when you know the paths to take, how to climb appropriately, get the help, man, you can do this way faster than you ever imagined. So if right now you're leaning in with me and you're feeling that spark in your heart, it's because you need to take another step. Have an honest conversation. Talk with what we do, talk with our program team, talk with someone else in your world that's done this, whatever it is. Like, look in the mirror, be real with yourself. Do you need to do something like this? Do you need to ramp down and graduate corporate life? Do you need to build a new future for you and your family? Because right now, most people, if you're listening to me right now, you're done with the old past. It does not get better. It only feels worse. Like, be very honest. Are you willing to let it fester? Or will you draw a line in the sand for yourself right now? Please wake up, start living, start betting on yourself. Get the help you need, get the structure, reach out if you have any questions. We are here for you. Lean in for yourself. It is time. It is time to soar. Thanks for your time today. We'll chat soon. Thanks for listening to Uncage Yourself. Check out MatthewDoan.com to subscribe to the podcast and view our services and helpful resources. If you enjoy the show, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening, or just tell a friend. Talk soon.